What is up, you guys? It's Andrew back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new Air Max 90 in GORE-TEX. So this right here is the Air Max 90 GORE-TEX edition, of course in the infrared colorway. If you guys know me, you know the infrared Air Max 90 is one of my favorite sneakers of all time, definitely my favorite Air Max of all time. Now this pair comes to us with that GORE-TEX material. You have the GORE-TEX tag on the shoe saying guaranteed to keep you dry. On the side paneling where there's usually Air Max written, it says GORE-TEX, and on the tongue you've got GORE-TEX appearing as well. The same Nike Air branding is on the back heel, and the materials, I gotta say, feel a little bit more stiff, but that's what happens when you have a GORE-TEX shoe. This wouldn't be much of a review if I didn't put these side by side with the Air Max 90 from 2020. This is the most recent release of the original Air Max 90 iteration. The colors do match up pretty close, although this pair does have a darker hue to the red. You guys can see a full review on my channel from a couple years ago where I review it and compare it to the previous version, the 2015 release. This is one of my favorite sneakers of all time, like I said, so when I saw these at my local Dick's Sporting Goods, I knew I had to pick these up. And I figure, what's the use of showing a GORE-TEX sneaker if I'm not going to test it out? Alright, so let me just preface this by saying I already recorded this part of the video, and it turns out my camera never actually recorded it. So what I've got here, lose my balance, what I've got here is a jug full of water, and I'm going to use this to once again test the durability of the GORE-TEX material on these Air Max 90 GORE-TEXs. I'll bring the camera a little closer and give you guys a front row seat to the ability of GORE-TEX to repel water. So there you have it, GORE-TEX. Now one thing I will say, the laces are not GORE-TEX, so they will not repel water as well, but we've got a whole bunch of water being dumped on these. And look at the way it's just splashing off. Now, first off, that's a good sign. I already tested the left shoe a minute ago, so the right shoe, same deal. Just repelling water off the top. What you're going to notice is a lot of beading, a lot of water beads on the top of the shoe there. That's where the GORE-TEX material is. And like I mentioned, the laces are a bit damp because the laces are not GORE-TEX material. What I will say, though, with this shoe, a little less beading off the top the second time around. But just in case you missed it, so after dumping a decent sized jug of water on the Air Max 90 GORE-TEXs, I think they are a winner. So like I mentioned, the one caveat with this pair is that I went true to size and they fit very, very snug in the toe box. Now I was wearing some thicker socks. It was later in the day, so naturally your feet do swell up throughout the day if you didn't already know that. But what I will say is if you don't like a little snugness in the toe box, go a half size up because the GORE-TEX material does not stretch as much as like a suede or a mesh, and it's not going to break in the same way as a regular Air Max 90 will. So with that in mind, go a half size up if you don't want that snug toe box fit. If you have wide feet like me, it may just be something you're used to. All that being said, the water test was a pretty successful one if you ask me. I think the only caveat is that the laces are going to get a little damp, and the construction of the shoe is very similar to an Air Max 90 where the tongue is a separate piece, so water could potentially seep into your shoe. However, if you're in rainy conditions and you want to wear a pair of Air Maxes without your feet getting super soaked, these GORE-TEX Air Max 90s are a great choice. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, hit that like button, comment down below what you think about the GORE-TEX Air Max 90. Let me know if you've picked those up or any other colorways of the GORE-TEX Air Max 90s. As always, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Andrew signing off. Peace.